Mind over matter is one of the most common phrases used to identify a problem and try to overcome it. But how often do you think that's easier said than done?
A lot of times. In this week's Technically Speaking report, Local 10's Gio Signaris is here to show us how to answer that question. Actually, that answer might be easier to find, Gio.
Maybe so. When it comes to the mind, let's talk about EEGs, or an electroencephalogram. Say that 5 times fast. That's a test that measures the electrical impulses of your brain. Analyzing that data afterward can open up a world of information. And one South Florida-based company is promising to help capitalize on that opportunity.
Getting inside your own head like never before. In this case, it's an opportunity to learn more about your brain and, in turn, about yourself.
Traditionally, if you wanted to study EEG, you would have to get a cap that sort of looks like this. You plug it into a computer, you put it on over the head, and have to study brain waves through all of these complicated wires. Instead, now, with Enchanted Wave, it's as simple as putting on this strap right around your head.
Jamie Tartar, professor of neuroscience at Nova Southeastern University and the scientific director of South Florida-based company Enchanted Wave, explains how the complexities inside our head are being highlighted by this one device.
Most people don't understand what's happening in their brain at any given moment in time. We know what our heart rate variability is, we know what our heart rate is, we know all kinds of things about ourselves, but we don't understand our own brain states. And so this will allow people to sort of understand their neural activity under different conditions.
She believes this headband can change our perception of what's possible with our bodies, all through access to data that wasn't easily accessible before.
I think we understood, oh wait, this technology is useful for not only researchers, it's useful for the everyday person.
Partnering alongside CEO and founder Chung Xian, Enchanted Wave hopes to take what can normally be a long and complicated procedure and make it much more flexible and applicable. The idea is anyone can figure it out and use it right away. With the free range of motion and easier use in ideal everyday conditions, the promise is that the data gathered from the headband is more accurate and reflective of the true environment you're in. Whether you're having a conversation, taking a walk, or even sitting at your desk, you can look at all the data in real time. All of it is recorded in the company's companion app, down to the millisecond. During our time with the device, data was changing on a moment's notice.
They have different meanings. There's a delta, theta, alpha, sigma, and high beta, and they indicate different brain status. For example, if we're looking at the red bar, that's the high beta. If your beta is high, that means either you are excited or you are nervous. So, but
oh, well, there it is.
The company's goal is to use this across a handful of applications like sleep dynamics, sports and performance, lucid dreaming, and even meditation. It informs users in a unique way, the team says, because it's the only device that can read brain waves with 100% accuracy. And that will lead to researchers and the everyday person to gain insight never available before.
It's an organ that we haven't been able to understand for a long time, mostly because we just never had the ability to get in there and record with ease. I couldn't be more excited.
So right now the headband is listed on their website at $249. The app is free. In the short term, the company wants to get the word out to researchers that the device is available to change how their work is seen and used. And as they move forward, they also hope to get involved in the performance market, helping people like athletes and others understand how analyzing brainwaves can lead to better results. So Eric, you had the comment there about athletes. We actually had a good discussion about choking and the mental gap between certain athletes. If you have this on, maybe you could identify where in the mental state exactly you are and then work toward perhaps fixing it.
That's fascinating.
We do live in the era, especially athletically in sports, of advanced data, right? So
right, exactly.
I mean, they're in the right timeline, but man, imagine that process through the draft analysis and stuff. How's your brain functioning in those moments?
But it's also so affordable that just you or I in the gym could say, hey, why am I not elevating to that next increase?
And Julie had a good point. Okay, how then do you read the results, right? To us, like what do those numbers mean? And then I'd imagine that eventually you'd have a connection with a medical expert or a researcher who then can analyze that data for you and say, okay, here's what I see, here's how it translates to you. So.
And the app will help with that a little bit too.
Exactly. It's a collaborative effort.
Good stuff.
All the way through.
I like it, and it's affordable if you really want to go deep. I like that.